wish I...
Another case closed, another bottle open! Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
You're not careful.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't. I want to give it a good rumple.
And nice. Oh, I'm not sure I'm up to much.
Be rid of that bloke. Isn't right. On his leash.
I mean, to try.
Game.
Much better to make drinks.
Certified, not magically altered produce. Flavor guaranteed.
Look at this food shortages. Rationing.
I put it on especially for you. You need
I want to give it a good rump trouble.
No less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next morning. Brothel, pleasure house,
nice.
den of decadent delights.
Sure, not too much.
So loud.
think of me?
That doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drow. They're twins.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Ah, excellent choice. May it please Mistress.
Careful.
Burns like the noonday sun.
Yep,
And the
they won't care about
the person with you.
Enjoyed it. I had no leg. Exploring up my door, the very
Dull moment. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Calim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jorah?
What are you? Wait, I know you. Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jorah, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Where do I go from here? I hope your soul is in good hands.
What should I do?
here. You haven't even got inside yet.
Going inside.
Charmed, I'm sure.
The house,
Let's go.
den of decadent delights.
exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How could I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Not sex. Something far more intoxicating. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen. Shh. Free your mind.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than powerful. An emperor to emperors. Your head adorned with a crown of gold, diamond, and ruby. The heavens tremble with the steps of your army. All beasts, all men and women, all creatures of the plains bow to your might.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy. For one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me. If you seek rapture, find it elsewhere. I can show you but once.
It will when you've met the
And now
drought.
step forward.
They're twins.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Pleasant folks, from what I heard.
And if a patron
Doesn't make any sense.
set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
This armor was...
Oh, I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing us my door.
You underestimate the Forgotten Prince's closest sword, devil.
A crooked touch.
No, he can be set free. I will still nothing. Serve any foul whim. Name the price.
Is there anything duller than a dog? I much prefer a cat.
Yeah.
No time to rest.
Do you not wish to pleasure your fine maiden?
We're shopping for a suit.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Price.
Is there anything duller than a dog? I much prefer.
I wonder what the next move is.
Keep your distance, darling.
You must want for something. Need
A little
something.
souvenir.
Everyone does. But what I need, and never will.
You underestimate the Forgotten Prince's closest sword.
Let's hope for gold. Can't give up now.
If you had any bargaining chip,
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
there is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us. Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an Illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the gift for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Such an eager little pup. Surely you realize there is an exchange to be made. You scratch my back, I scratch your parasite. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Handing that crown to this devil will be like feeding gunpowder to a lava worm. Agree to nothing.
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard 𝑾𝒂𝒍𝒌𝒕𝒉𝒓 created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And 𝑾𝒂𝒍𝒌𝒕𝒉𝒓 was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. 𝑾𝒂𝒍𝒌𝒕𝒉𝒓's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme, me. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged, but only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of 𝑾𝒂𝒍𝒌𝒕���� to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Any artifact that could command an Elder Brain must be close to omnipotent. But for it to be the very crown Karsus forged, it verges on unbelievable. I assure you, the hammer Raphael offered is mere scrap metal in comparison, whatever use he claims for it. We should pay a visit to Sorcerer's Sundries. Their book collection is the envy of the Sword Coast. I'm certain the truth lurks somewhere on their shelves. Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Stayed interesting.
Such a pretty
Birthday boy just now. These boots have seen everything.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free 𝑨𝒕𝒓𝒂𝒕𝒆𝒅. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son, and yet it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of 𝑨𝒕𝒓𝒂𝒕𝒅's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our 𝐒𝐔𝐁𝐄 against the 𝐒𝐒𝐄. ♫ I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices. He must keep the Orphic hammer there. Every house has an entrance, ♫, even those in the hells. You must find it. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors 𝐒𝐒𝐄. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Do you not wish to pleasure your fine maiden? To feel her fingers grip yours and be...
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Leather armor is secure.
Gondians built the steel
safe house Jaheira
No
mentioned.
shopping
Yes,
first.
but they were...
Dinner with my
Which makes him the
parents.
inventor.
Remember?
How about we
This
settle
armor was
on
such
the
a bargain.
Gondians
We can't
and
return it.
Portash invented them.
Put him up! Put him up! Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! Your fist, silly. I'm trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
Painfully so. My body burns.
Oh, stranger. Thanks for stopping by 𝑐𝒗𝒻𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒏. I'm calm. Well, calm men. What can I do you for? Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember, 𝒂𝒻𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒏, here for all your fashion needs. Karen will fight.
To feel her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Shh. People there.
Good. Pleasurable destiny.
Onward.
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
This armor was such a bargain. You can't return it. Donnie. I got it. I got it. Thanks. It was! But good armor is hard to find.
You tried to climb up one, you madman!
Where to dinner with your folks?
How else was I supposed to feed her on?
My mother and father.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Moving in.
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return it.
Not bad. I've had better days and worse ones.
How about we settle on the Gondians and
wear it to dinner with your folks?
Almost painful, sir.
You are not wearing armor. My mother and father.
And the other person with you. They enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it? Sir, I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor of glory.
If it ain't broke, it's 'cause we already helped you fix it!
Note to self, restock 10 towns taffeta and find an additional leather supplier. Incoming war equals increased flaming fist orders.
No screw too loose, no door too unhinged. Can fix anything.
It's hard to find. Maybe I could wear it to dinner. can't return it.
Watch your back. Easy.
Yes, but they were gorgeous, which makes him the inventor.
Dinner with
How
my
about we
parents,
settle
remember?
This armor was such a bargain. We can't.
The air is ripe with magic. Certainly.
Let's get going.
Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Aren't they just? You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir?
I must say I'm rather proud of it. The wood panelling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the luxe atmosphere it provides. Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure to savor each purchase.
The air is ripe with magic. My pleasure.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Don't touch me. Hardly a challenge. Yes, let's. What's in here? Easy.
caught you picking a lock. Perhaps you'd like to try the lock of your very own cell. The guard is impassive. Your little speech was unconvincing.
Magnificent. Let's see here.
Folks! You are not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
No one's stopped me yet.
Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
light on my feet.
And the person with you. I enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
Salutations.
My tools can fix
Yes.
anything.
Still breathing, despite everything.
It's hard to find.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Harpers. I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jaheira, was it? I knew it. I knew she wasn't dead. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Always. Short father, bless you. Right, Sommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
My parents, remember?
Such a bargain. It was! With good armor, it's hard.
Which way to the nearest library?
No time to rest.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Fight! A real fight! This is such a bargain! We can't return that.
Let's get going. Should mind my step.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. They believe you, for now. But something tells you they won't be so receptive to your charms again.
Good armor is hard to find. One of them in a fight. A real fight. They crush everyone.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
But good armor is hard to find. How about we settle on the Gondians and
What path lies before me?
Go.
Can't afford to stay idle. Have to keep pushing.
Lost in thought. Forthwith.
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return it. How about we settle on the Gondians and Tactician?
At least things have stayed interesting. Have to keep going.
You are not Jaheira. I was hoping to greet the High Harper beneath Selûne's tears.
You have the lad a little nervous. You're the one toppled Ketheric out in the Shadowlands, no? Do you know? I took her face, but she died before I could get her name. I wonder what Orin plans to do with your face.
Bloody doppelgangers!
I'm ready.
Another fight. Let's go. Need to find a way forward.
Cut and run. This way.
These mortals be. Use it wisely.
My faith will protect me. Feel my mistress's wrath.
Doppelgangers. How many of you here to Baal's side?
Watching on the slender armor is long. Let the man breathe. That watcher says
Darling,
lying.
hey, leather-like.
Did you see how far that watcher? You don't like it?
Thank you. I'm alive. That's more than the others can say. You're the one High Harper Jaheira sent. Oh, thank the gods. You're the first friendly face I've seen in days. Old Danthelon included. The others, they're all dead. Or scattered. Jaheira sent word of the victory over Ketheric. Set us hunting after the cultists in the city, but they were the ones hunting us. Things were quiet. Until we started to ask about the Rashomar.
Rashomar, a native of Rashomon, the far eastern land known for its wild inhabitants and the witches who rule them.
The High Harper didn't tell you. Perhaps it's not my place. Just tell her this. I can't continue the hunt. Whatever the cult has done with the Rashomar, they do not want him found.
How delicious. Moving.
If it ain't broke, it's that we already helped you fix it.
What's this? At last. I wonder.
You madman! How else was I supposed to see those things? This armor is such a bargain. We can't return it.
No screw too loose, no door too unhinged. My tools can fix anything.
So Val's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good. Exactly. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Baldur'S Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach, separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. And I was so busy telling you not to take her bait that I scarcely felt the hook in my own mouth. I have not been overly generous with the truth. I came here to learn of the Chosen, true enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsc of Rashiman?
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days, which is considerably more insulting. Minsc is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die. Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsc charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day. The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing. Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsc's either. As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Orin be damned. Her bloody fingerprints are all over this city. Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the astral prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free. This hammer, could it be? Yes, yes! This is how we will free the Prince of the Comet! This is the key Voss so ardently and courageously sought. That smug shkaketh of a devil stores it at his vaunted House of Hope. Our destination is clear, our mission undeniable. We must find a way into the House of Hope and retrieve the hammer. When we next enter the astral prism, we will use it to smash Prince Orpheus out of his prison. Mother Gith, hear my promise. Your son will rise again. The Prince of the Comet will crush the Lich Queen Vlaakith and usher in the Age of Orpheus.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldur'n? As long as 𝑾𝒂𝒍𝒌𝒕𝒉𝒓𝒐𝒖𝒈𝒉 is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. 𝑾𝒂𝒍𝒌𝒕𝒉𝒓𝒐𝒖𝒈𝒉 hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe 𝑾𝒂𝒍𝒌 and his allies in their own blood. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Keeping very well, I hope?
I fought proudly alongside Harper's once. But it seems we cannot place our trust in them now. Not while Orin has their ranks infiltrated. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
else was I supposed to see their optics?
Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
Last
prices. Yeah. You won't find more flavor for less. Dinner with my parents, remember?
This armor was such a bargain.
My feet can't carry me.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you.
Dinner with your folks.
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Ordination is what? Lord 𝑾𝒂𝒍𝒄𝒄 is becoming Archduke. All the peers came to pay regards. It's not my job to coddle work-shy, disorganised minstrels. It's your job to turn up on time with everyone else. Sod off. Special occasion. Worms Rock is closed. Invited guests only. Good try, but no.
𝑾𝒂𝒍𝒄𝒄 is to be proclaimed Archduke. His grip on the city tightens. Gaining access will not be easy. We must either earn an invitation or find a route where we can pass unnoticed.
An apple a day
And
keeps the absolute away.
Other person with you. They enjoyed it.
Cheress's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. I just want somewhere warm and safe.
Oh, safe.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Garrett! Brothers died on the road. Man tried to buy. Pushed. Felt bones break. Darkness. Man buying heirlooms. Vulture challenged him. None.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Might as well. Must keep going. I'd better take a peek.
Footprints leading right into that cave. Breathe deep and move.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed 𝑩𝒂𝒍𝒌𝒕𝒉𝒓𝒐𝒖𝒈𝒄 the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you, I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. I heard about that. You had the Harpers all excited, but there aren't many Harpers left. These Steel Watchers, one of them is the equivalent of a red dragon. An army of them. Well, there's never been an army of dragons. There's a line where bravery becomes stupidity. You just crossed it. Scared or not, you can't take down every Steel Watcher in the city. Unless you hit the people who build them. The Gondians. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Sarevok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. Ha! I knew you were the practical sort. That's why we get along. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
Need to find a way forward.
Now you've spoken to the big man. Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point. Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humor here. I overheard you're gonna be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wulbren wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing.
Thank God we escaped that bloody Steel Watcher. No thanks to you. We did, but we very nearly didn't. Everything's lining up for the Iron Hands, though. Wulbren's about to put his grand plan into action. I don't know. I thought he would have calmed down after we got him away from that place, but there's something else here disturbing him. You are? Excellent. With someone like you on board, they can't fail.
It stopped, but it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it? There's something underneath the city, inside the rock. But when I ask the stone why it shakes, it only screams. I want to go home.
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
Two days just to get hold of a steel watcher optic module. And for what? Waste of time we don't have.